أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. الحمد لله. Firstly, I want to apologize for the break between uploads. Inshallah, um, inshallah, today we'll continue. It'll be a short lesson, and hopefully the next few lessons will be also short, bite-sized chunks so that we don't overburden the students, inshallah. So what we'll do is the last lesson we did was a lesson on Qalqalah. I hope you all are well. I hope you've been reviewing. It's been quite a while, I think about a month since our last upload. But by now you should be quite solid on the Qalqalah and specifically the letter Ba. Today, inshallah, we'll introduce three new letters. So, alhamdulillah, we have seen Ta, Ra, Ba, Mim, Fa, and today we'll do three new letters, inshallah. So, I'll read the last line here just as a review of pronunciation and so that you can check if, because these two were the most challenging two lines that we've done so far. So I'll zoom in a little bit and then we'll go to the bottom. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Bussat. Bussa, all right? So we have the mushadda. We know that means we have to connect the previous letter to it, and there's a fatha on it. Bussa tibra. Because there's a vowel sukoon, qalqala. Bussa tibra. All right? Again, obviously, you want to pause this and try and read it, and then listen to my pronunciation and check if you read it exactly the same. Next one. Rassatum. Rassatum. Remember, go back and check what the four rules are in terms of no pausing, no stopping, no breaking breath. Make sure you always applying those four golden rules. Then we have sabba, sabba, ti rab, sabba, ti rab, sabba, ti rab. All right, next one. Murabbitafsun, murabbitafsun. Okay, and these words mean absolutely nothing. So you're not committing a crime by making a mistake. The goal here is it's a bit of a tongue twister, but the idea is to be able to apply the rules as they're supposed to be applied. Okay, so I'll read this one more time. Murabbitafsun, murabbitafsun. Notice with the mushadda, we slightly hold it. And we have to read the sound. Here there's a fa with sukoon, so that has no sound. And the sin has a un at the end. Murab bitafsun. Next one. Si satub fari. Satub fari. Here the fa, because there's a fatha followed by an alif, we elongate the sound. And because here's a ra with a e followed by ya and sukoon, the ya and sukoon tells us that this e must be elongated. In the middle, we squeezed a ba with sukoon, so there's a qalqala there. ستبفاري ستبفاري. Last one. في رسب في رسب. Okay, here we have the qalqala at the end. في رسب. Okay, now sometimes there'll even be a sound on the ba, but because when you find it at the end of a sentence, like in the Quran, is these little circles that indicate the end of an ayah, and maybe you have a ba at the end of an ayah, and it has a sound on. But usually at the end of an ayah, we don't recite the last sound. So if it's a ba that, let's say, has a fatha on it, we will read it with qalqala as well. Okay? We'll see that later on, inshallah. So let's quickly, we have one line of review with the letters we've done so far, the sin, the ta, the ba, the ra, the mim, and the fa. That's this line here. So that, I mean, this should be really easy for all our viewers, and all of you have been following along. We have fi, ba, su, ri, mu, ta, bi, ru, fa, mi. I'm sorry if that was too quick, but you have obviously, you can pause it and make sure that you've pronounced it correctly. But if you've been following along, I don't think that line was an issue at all. The three new letters for today, Jeem, Thaa, and Dal. Now, I'll just mention it straight off the bat that the Jeem is another letter of Qalqalah. The Jeem is another letter of Qalqalah. If we go to the bottom here, you'll see Jeem and Dal. right? They are letters of Qalqalah. We have Jeem here and we have Dal here. The Jeem is like the J in English, right? So here we'll have Ju, Ja, Ji, okay? The Tha is like the th in thin or thick, okay? Not th, like thin, okay? So we have Thi, Thu, Tha, and then D is like Dal, D, like donut, D, okay? Da, Di, Do, okay? And then in addition, we have these elongated sounds. So the same when we have the A or the Alif, that's the elongation of this one, which is called the standing fatha. All right, it's the same length. This is da. If I have a dal with a mud like that, da. All right, so we have u, e, okay. So if we read this here, and that's going to be our lesson for today. Okay, boo. This should also be boo. This maybe the print didn't wasn't clear over there. Ju, ju, da, da, si, si, thi, ja, ja, exactly the same. Di, di, ru, ru, ri, ri, ji, ji, su, su, do, do, fi, fi, ta, ta, da, da, exactly the same. Okay, so I'll read this line here, and then there's a line for practice if you want to practice the writing, just to make sure you know how letters would be connected. And we will look at this qalqala in our next lesson. So I'll read this one. Arat, tith, fis. Yeah, we have ba with sukoon, so there has to be qalqala. We don't put qalqala on any of the other letters, right? Sab, fifth, not fifth, just fifth. Mar, fat. So here in the middle, we have qalqala. So that line was just to check if you know to make qalqala on the ba only. Okay, so that's our lesson. Again, my apologies for not uploading for such a long time. I hope this lesson is beneficial. Please like, share, subscribe, all those things. Again, not for not for my benefit. Alhamdulillah, this is my pleasure doing this. But again, someone sent me a message asking, when are you going to upload another lesson? So this is my response. I'm really sorry again. And I hope that you continue to share the videos and that more people will benefit from this, inshallah. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.